Morning. So the last class we just started the chapter 7, right? Early childhood care and education. So what do you understand by ECCE? Sana? Chai?
Childcare and education.
Sana, I can't hear.
Ma'am,
Ah,
it is a childhood care and education.
childhood care and education. For childhood means
Children
children from, there is a age group, right?
0 to
0 to. That is important. 0 to, Sana?
8.
0 to 8 years. So early childhood care and education simply means it's a process of providing education as well as care to the children from birth to the 8 years of age, right? That is early childhood care and education. So, Reina, how we classify early childhood?
From birth to
Hmm.
um,
Birth to,
4 years.
no, try.
Birth to 8 years.
Yeah, that is early childhood. We classify the early childhood into two, right? The first classification is from 0 to, Meghna?
3.
0 to 3, right? Yeah, okay. So next one, Reina, next classification?
3 to 8.
3 to 8 years. Very good. So what is the major difference between these two categories? Reina, can you try? We classify this into two on the basis of their development changes. There are lots of changes in the first category and in second category. So any one change. Reina, are you there? Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. The crucial stage of development is 0 to 3 years.
Yeah, the first stage, we consider first stage as a very crucial stage. Why? Because they depend more on the caregivers than the second stage. Yeah, that is the main reason. Anything else, Meghna? Any other points?
0 to 3 is crucial stage.
Meghna?
0 to 3 is the crucial stage and
Ah,
3 to 8 is the developmental stage.
yeah. Then, Sana, anything else? Add one more point.
0 to 3,
Hmm.
there'll be separation anxiety
Separation anxiety, reduce or increase?
increases.
Increase.
Then in 3 to 8, there'll be task development.
The development task is in a fast mode. Yeah, very good. So, what about Meghna, the separation anxiety? After
In
1 year and all, separation anxiety reduce or increase?
it reduces.
It reduces, Sana. It reduces. Okay. Yeah. So then we discussed about certain concept, right? The substitutional cares, like the crash. What is crash? Any idea? Child? At least read from here.
It's a daycare.
Yeah, it's a kind of a daycare, right? This is an institutional setting, just like as any other daycare facilities or preschool and all. That is basically designed for the care of infants as well as the young children in the absence of home care. So in the absence of primary caregivers, which means in the absence of mother, father, yeah, we use this help, the creche, for taking care of our children. Okay. Next concept, that is daycare. So what is the difference between creche and daycare? Okay. So commonly we use this creche as well as daycare for helping the children or for providing the care as well as the education. That is the main purpose of the creche and daycare. Is it clear? Both this creche and daycare, just a minute. Look, both this daycare and creche are usually an all-day program. What is the meaning for this? Try.
They work all the day.
Raina?
Like for whenever they have work,
Hmm.
they work all the day, not in special days.
Yeah, okay, okay. Then, so what about the teachers? Sana, can you read the rest? Yeah. The teachers and helpers in these programs.
Teachers and helpers in these programs need to be especially trained for the care of very young children, their safety, their feeding, toilet habits, language development, social and emotional needs and learning.
So it is very important for the teachers as well as the professionals to have an idea about all these things, right? Their safety about very young children and their feeding. It is entirely different from yours, right? We need to help them to feed them. Yeah, so how to feed, how to train their toilet habits, or how to improve their language, how to improve their social, emotional needs. So teacher must have a clear understanding about all these things. Clear? Yeah, next one. Next. Meghna.
A child between
Hmm.
2 and 3 is sometimes referred to as a toddler, a term that is derived from the Jembe work that a young child has at this age. A preschool child is so called because he or she is now ready for experiencing some sort of environment beyond that of the family or extra familiar.
Yeah,
Even
fine.
for
Just
this,
a minute, Meghna. So, toddler, an MCQ question, right? A child between 2 and 3 years is referred to as a toddler. So, who is called as a toddler or a toddlerhood? That means a child from a 2 to 3 years, Anna? 2 to 3 years, toddler. Okay, so a preschool child is also called because he or she is now ready for experiencing some sort of environment, which means, yeah, we already discussed about number of environments, right? Our school, then peers, friends, teachers, society, our neighborhood, all these are our environment, right? So for a child or for a toddler, their second environment other than the family, they move to another environment, that is their school or their creche, their daycare. They are going to see another faces than their familiar ones, the mother, father and all. Yeah? Okay. So next. Reina, can you read?
Even for this program, a teacher needs to be specially trained as a preschool or nursery school teacher. Some preschool for young children are often called Montessori schools.
So this is an other difference. Okay, normal preschools are there. Other than this, we have a Montessori schools. Last class we watched a video, right? Montessori training. They use a number of equipments or number of things, toys, colorful toys and all. Yeah, to gain the emotions, to gain the language, or to get an idea about cognition, their memory, concentration, right? Montessori. Yeah. Then, Reina, continue.
These are the schools based on principle of early childhood education and outlined by well-known educationist Maria Montessori.
Wait. So who put forward the school or the concept of Montessori schools? Okay. So the educationist, the famous educationist Maria Montessori. That is very important. Okay, sure, one more question. So Maria Montessori, who put forward a new concept to the preschool education because she gave more importance to early childhood. Yeah, we also provide the education. Maria Montessori, the education provide. Yeah, am I audible? Yeah, right. Some issues with board. Yeah. So, Maria Montessori, who put forward the concept of Montessori schools. It is entirely different from the normal preschools or normal Anganwadis. In everywhere, in daycare, in a creche, in the preschools, in Montessori, we provide care for young children. But this Montessori school, that is entirely different from the normal schools. Clear? That is the difference. So they focus more on the early childhood as well as their care when compared with others. Reina? Clear? Yeah. Sana? Read the rest.
Some of the other points related to this field that we need to know deal with understanding the fact that children at this age have a very different approach to understanding the things that happen around them. The developmental psychologist Piaget.
Just
Ma'am, I can't hear you.
hello? Yeah? Yeah, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So our government of India, our Indian government, they also put these education for children from 0 to 6 years in the form of a preschool education. Okay. Through Anganwadis. That is the difference. Okay. Montessori, they God. Hello? Yeah. Maria Montessori, who put forward the Montessori schools, but our Indian government started another education program that is called as a normal Anganwadis. Okay, so through this Anganwadis, they provide the care and education for the children. Okay, you can see this Anganwadis in rural areas as well as in urban areas. Okay, is it clear? Yeah. So these Anganwadis that operate under the scheme, that is very important, ICDS. Okay. So this Anganwadi is a normal preschool education is a program that comes under the service of ICDS, Integrated Child Development Service. Okay, so yeah, as I told that there are Anganwadis in rural and urban areas. Both in rural areas and urban areas, you can see the ICDS facilities and the preschool education by our Indian government. Is it clear? Okay, so usually we provide the external support or a substitutional support in the way of creche as well as in the form of daycare, right? In the absence of the caregivers. Clear? Two institutional settings, both of them are, you look so good, Reina, today. Yeah. Okay. Creche and daycare. These two programs are all day programs. They provide support for children from 0 to 8 years in the absence of the caregivers. So other than this, about education, okay, our Indian government provide education through the Anganwadis with the help of ICDS. Yeah. But this Maria Montessori, she is an educational. Am I audible? Yeah. Yes. So Maria Montessori, who put forward the Montessori schools. So by this school, she provide more care as well as more education for the young children by using the pink towers, by using the maps, puzzles, then the sound cylinders, pink towers and all. Okay. That is the main difference. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Before this is very important, okay? The most important topic from this chapter, that is, as per the NCF, okay, 2005, this early childhood care and education that is published by NCRT. So we are going to discuss about certain things. Okay. So usually this early childhood care and education have certain objectives. ECCE have certain objectives. First one, that is to provide the education. Okay, that is the first concept for providing the education. Second one, that is on the basis of basic needs of children. Yeah. ICDS, during the time of ICDS, we discussed about we provide supplements for them, right? To prevent the anemia or other kind of micronutrient deficiencies and all. Yeah. Services, we provide certain services. So, this early childhood care and education, they have a three main objective. First one, holistic development. Sana, so what does this holistic development means? Yeah.
Co-
Try. It's right.
uh, the physical, emotional,
Very good. Physical development, the motor development, the emotional development, social development, and cognitive development that comprises the holistic development of a child. Okay, so the main aim of this ECCE is to develop the child physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially. Okay. Second concept, that is preparation for school. Just imagine if you are going to put a child directly to the first standard. What will happen, Meghna? It is very difficult, right? Why?
because they don't know the basic of anything.
I can't hear anything. Okay, some disturbances. I'll ask another one. Reina, can you try?
They will be difficulty in learning the basic things
Hmm.
rather than because in first standard they're learning many big.
Hmm. It is very important how to hold the pencil, right? Or how to hold the pen, how to draw, yeah, how to interact with others. A new environment, right? School is another environment or the second environment for child. So there is a need to get some preparation before the normal school. Yeah, that is another aim behind this ECCE. So before that, what is this NCF? Yeah, no doubts from here. NCF. As per NCF 2005, these are the objectives. So what is this NCF? Any idea, Sana? Guess. NCF.
national child.
National? That's right.
Uh,
Fine. That is National Curriculum Framework. Okay. National Curriculum Framework. So what is the meaning of curriculum? Any idea? Any idea, dears? Curriculum.
The overall uh, uh,
Yeah. Try. It's almost similar to the syllabus, right?
yeah
That's the National Curriculum Framework, NCF. And the last objective of this early childhood care and education, that is providing support services for women and children. Support services, right? Any kind of services for children. Clear? These are the objectives of ECCE. So other than this preparation for school, they need to provide the development. The has to provide. Hello? Yeah. So providing support services, that is the last objective of the holistic development. Any doubts? Okay. So we discussed about the objectives of ECCE. Now we are going to discuss about the principles. Okay. Just a minute. So what are the objectives of ECCE, Sana?
Holistic development of the child.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah. First point, that is holistic development. Very good, Sana. Reina, any other points?
Preparation of school.
Preparation for school. Yeah. Preparation for school. Meghna, any other points?
Providing the support for women and child.
Yeah. Preparation.
Providing support for women and child.
Very good. Providing support services for the women and children. Very good. So let's discuss about the principles of ECC. Certain principles. So the first one, Sana, read the first 4 points.
Play as a basis for learning, art as a basis of education, recognition of the special features of children's thinking, primacy of experience rather than expertise.
Yeah, just a minute, Sana. Yeah. So these are the main objective, which means it is very important to provide education in the form of play or on the basis of art. Yeah. And we should also think about the features of children. Okay. Everyone is different, right? So we need to think about their characteristics. Clear? Then it is also important to provide experiment. Experimental learning is emphasized, which means rather than the formal school method, right? Rather than lecturing, a child-centered method, that is experimental learning, right? They are doing the experiment, then they learn the concept, they made mistakes, then they learn, right? That is experimental learning. Okay, the first 4 principles of ECCE. ECCE means Early Childhood Care and Education. NCF, that is National Curriculum Framework. So according to the National Curriculum Framework of 2005, the main principle that is on the basis of play. Okay, so the education or the care should be based on the play. So play way method should be used. Art should be incorporated. Art, which means using scissors or using paints, the crayons, colors and all. Yeah. Then another one, experimental learning. Okay. So write these key points: play, art, and experimental learning. Play, art, and experimental learning. 3 important points. First, second, and third. Yeah. Okay, this portion is very important. Okay, what is this NCF? What is ECCE? The objectives of ECCE and principles of ECCE. Okay. At least try to by heart any 5 principles. Okay, or 6. Sana, read the rest.
Experience of familiarity and challenge in everyday routines, mix of formal and informal interactions, blends of textual and cultural sources, use of local materials, arts and knowledge, developmentally appropriate practices, flexibility and plurality, health, well-being and healthy habits.
Look, so the next point, that is experience of familiarity and change in everyday routine. Okay, so it is very important to change the routine of children by providing different activities. For an example, one day we provide a playway method for the physical development. Next day we can include the emotional things. Yeah. So by this method, we can make certain changes in their routine of education. Clear? Next one, that is mix of formal and informal interaction. We can't teach a child with only informal things. Yeah. Formal is also important, right? A, B, C, and D in the form of a playway method, in the form of an art way method. Okay, so both this formal and informal education is very important for the children, for their care as well as their education. Otherwise, they will learn all these actions or dance and all. They skip the normal thing, the cognitive. Yeah, we also need to improve the cognitive skills of the child. That is why we need to include the formal interactions. Then we can use certain kind of locally available materials by in preschools, the normal, not in the Montessori. And in the case of Angarwadis and all, they use more the locally available materials like papers, the normal pens to draw and all. Okay, that is the main thing. Then the last point is also very important: health, well-being, and healthy habits. Okay, in Angarwadis or in normal preschool, they provide milk as well as an evening snack, aval, for their health, right? Or for their well-being. So try to by heart the first point, second, third, fourth, then fifth, sixth. Yeah, right. Play, art, features of children's thinking, experimental learning, then the formal and informal interaction, use of locally available materials, and health, well-being, and healthy habits. Okay. I hope you all finished the first practicals, right? Let's move on to the second one. Today we'll discuss, okay, the second practical. Yeah. Finish? So next two chapters are deleted, okay? Chapter 8 and 9. Guidance and counseling. Make us smiling. Guidance and counseling and what the next one? The special education and support services. Actually, that two chapters are easy than the chapter 10. Okay? Yeah, Raina? I can't hear. I can't hear.
We have revised timetable, right, for this MCQ, some PT2.
Revised timetable, right?
Yes, revised.
No change in hours. Perfectly okay. Actually, I already skipped the chapter 4, right? That was deleted. Last year also chapter 4 was deleted. Okay. So anyone can summarize the objectives of ECCE by National Curriculum Framework. Anyone. Actually, it's easy, okay? Next one is principles. Rena, can you try? The objectives of ECCE. Yeah. Don't look. What is ECCE?
Child,
Hmm?
childhood care and education.
Very good. Childhood, care, and education. Early. E for early. Early childhood, care, and education. NCF means National Curriculum Framework. So, according to the NCF 2005, we have three objectives for ECC. Objectives. Can you try, Rena?
The holistic development of the child
Very good. Holistic development, which means the physical
to
development.
realize their potential
Ah.
and providing for school
Hmm.
and providing support service for the
Provide support services. Yeah, any kind of services for children or women. Yeah, very good, Reina. Then principles. Any four principles, Sana? Any four.
Recognition of the skills of the children,
Recognition of the features of children. Okay.
Then mix of formal and informal information.
Very good.
Then use of local materials, knowledge, and art.
By improving or for improving the holistic development, we can use the locally available materials. Yeah, good. Meghna?
Health, well-being, and health habits, experiential learning, um, then familiarizing the challenge.
Oh. Really two easy ones, right? Play as a method of education, art
Then
as
art as
of
method of education, informal and formal way of learning.
we need to incorporate all these things, formal and informal one, to the education or for the care of children. Any doubts? So we finished the objectives and principles of ECCE. Clear? Yeah, so we finished the significance as well as the basic concepts from this chapter. Okay, so what is the significance here? Significance or the importance of ECCE. You can write all these things, their developmental task. Yeah. Hmm? The play, the importance of play, that is a significance. Holistic development, that is a significance. Then you can write about the creche, daycares and all. Yeah. All this comes under the significance part. You can also include the qualification of teachers for in Anganwadis as well as in preschools, in Montessori, the difference and all. Yeah. Then basic concept, the what is ECCE, early childhood, the classification of early childhood, objectives of ECCE and principles of ECCE. That is the basic principles from the chapter 7. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, next class we will discuss the preparation for career as well as scope in this field. That's all about this chapter. Very small chapter. Okay. Yeah. Secondly, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.